Hey everybody, this is Shane with Crystal Clear 101. I have another toy review today. I have another Transformer I'm going to review. This time it is the War for Cybertron Megatron. Now, this Megatron came out for the original Generations line that came out back in 2010. And as I stated, this is the War for Cybertron Megatron. I have not seen a Fall of Cybertron Megatron yet. But overall, it's a very nicely done Megatron. Now, this does have a firing missile launcher. Just press this little button right here, and it shoots out a little semi-transparent purple missile. Now, despite how he looks, he's really not that complicated to transform. Matter of fact, to start, remove his fusion cannon. And his transformation is as follows. You can go ahead and start with his hands. Now, I swear these little hands always give me trouble while I try to get them out. Alright, there's one half of his hand. One little second. Alright. I went ahead and got the hands for the other side propped open. Now at this point you can go ahead and just close the treads. And he's already got his little hands ready. These little top pieces right here, right here, you can go ahead and pop those. Extend them out, fold them down. At this point, go ahead and pop this top piece out. Fold him down. You can go ahead and bring up his head. Raise up his shoulder, his chest piece rather. Rotate this piece. I think it's 180 degrees from where it was. Then just bring in his arms, straighten them out. There we go. And you now have the War for Cybertron Megatron. Now, he actually does look like his in-game counterpart. Now, one of the things they did do with this figure I actually really liked, which is on his arms, on either piece, it's on the outward part of his forearm, here and here. But there are spots where you can actually mount his fusion cannon, so you can have it on his right arm or his left arm. With me being a G1 purist, I'm just gonna put it on. Well, first off, keep it on your arm. There we go. I always put his cannon on his right arm. And he's actually got really good articulation. He does fully rotate at the shoulder. He can tilt his arm up. Let me just use this arm since it don't have the cannon. But it does fully rotate. Comes outward. That's about it for his arms. Now, he does go back. Oh, I did forget something. Flip his back piece up. Leg does bend back. He bends at the knee. He fully rotates at the knee. And his foot does have a little bit of upward movement. That's about it. But overall, if you like Megatron, I would get him. If you like the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron video games, I would get him. But overall, this is really not a bad Megatron. This is easily one of my top favorite Megatrons from any Transformers line, really. Before I do forget, this is a Deluxe class Megatron. Before I mention anything else, he's Deluxe class. He actually looks pretty cool. He's got decent articulation, and not only that, it does make me think more like his pre-Earth Generation 1 self. It really makes me think of what he looked like on Cybertron before he came to Earth in the original G1 series. But if you can find him, I get him. This is my review of the War for Cybertron Megatron. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe.